Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're going to be looking at my favourite Napalm Death release, which is almost perfect, and that is, of course, Death by Manipulation. Their compilation CD, which includes EPs, including one from a split with SOB, great band, from 1988 through to 1991. Now, it's got the artwork by Rob Middleton, who did a lot of art for these guys. And it's got all your lyrics throughout. 19 songs here, spanning 4 EPs. Really cool. I've got Shane Emery with his throw there, looking Fro-sholicious. Oh yes, he loves it, he loves it. Big pink CD there. And what I love about this is because I love EPs as it is, and all of Napalm Death's early EPs are all gold. Every one of them. Now, you start off with 4 tracks from the Mass Appeal Madness EP, which is this bad boy I've got on tape. This is one of those fan club cassettes, you know, not bootleg, it's fan club. So we've got that going for us. Okay, so here we go. Look, you've got Mass Appeal Madness there. You've got the old Rob Middleton artwork again, or Mid as he's also known. Got the boys there looking very blonde. So you got your looking real lovely hair. Fucking Barney there, look. But on the other side, you've got the Lee Dorian EP, and you got there. Look, you got Mitch Harris, Shane Embry, Bill Steer, and Lee Dorian. Oh yes, look at that. They're all looking happy. Some say that's the best lineup. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But both of these EPs are featured on this record. So, always fun already. You also, once I get that back in case, have the Napalm Death side of their split with SOB, or SOB. I usually call them SOB. But Sabotage Organised Barbarians. They're from Japan and they are a fantastic band. If you're into your early Napalm Death, Unholy Grave, Raw Power, anything like that, you go give Sabotage Organised Barbarians a listen. SOB from might be Tokyo, but definitely Japan. And there's of course you've got your Napalm Death boys there, and you got your SOB boys over there. Classic stuff, and you get 6 songs from Napalm Death on their side of the split, all featured on Death by Manipulation, which is always wonderful. But you also get on there the Suffer the Children EP, which has the song Suffer the Children and also Siege of Power, which is nicely done, along with the for some reason it's got the Harmony Corruption instrumental on there as well. I wasn't really close on EP with that, but it wasn't my EP to make, was it? So it doesn't really matter what I think. Got all that going on. Now, the reason I think this needs a reissue is for the simple fact because this came out in 91, right? And it's got the 4 EPs that I've just shown you, all of which are fantastic. Cannot go wrong. However, in 92, that's the following year for those of you who struggle with numbers, they brought out the EP, The World Keeps Turning. 3 tracks, one of which being the title track, plus 2 new B-sides to help promote their album Utopia Banished. Oh, it's good. So, if they could put out a reissue with this 19 tracker and turn it into 22 tracks, see, that's that maths again, then, mate, this would be absolutely dangerous. So maybe one of those, maybe Earache can knock out one of their little fancy digipacks, you know, the ones, the flappy, yeah, those ones. Why not, will it? Done it with everything else, so might as well do it with Death by Manipulation, which is their perfect. Like, if you're heavily into your death metal and your grindcore, this just this marries both together in a way that no other release can. It is fantastic. There must have been something in the air back in the late 80s, early 90s, because, ooh-wee, look through your record collection and see how many of those albums came out from that time. There was a good time going on back in those days. Ooh, naughty. But none come quite as close to being as naughty as this bad boy, but it could be naughtier, as we've covered. So if you're new to Napalm Death, I doubt you are, but you know, every day a new fan is born. So if you've heard about Napalm Death or you haven't and you want to check them out, this is a very good place to start, because this has their sort of style. Because you've got to remember, this has also got like this like late 80s stuff. So around the time of you know, the first two albums. So it's still got that very punk, raw kind of sound to it, which they never really abandoned. Even going into their death metal gear, it's still very, the hardcore influences are still there. You know, a lot of bands like I don't know, like fucking Infest or what have you. You know, that was sort of Repulsion that were big at the time. You know, these guys really lent into that, but also took in with that whole sort of Celtic Frost kind of riffage as well. You know, lots of palm mutes and semi-toned power chords going on, but with uber amounts of blast beats as well, just to keep everyone happy. Proper fucking Mike Browning style. So, same photo there, look on the back, you know, a bit lazy, but whatever. Could have done. Could have taken two pictures, boys. Could have taken two pictures. Oh, Jesse up there, rest in peace. Bless him. So, that is the best Napalm Death release, in my opinion. Others will say different ones are, and that's cool. You know, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Napalm Death. When they're good, they're awesome. When they're bad, I think they're fucking dog shit. But when they're good, that's all you need. I mean, just look at that. Throw that on, and if you only got room for one Napalm Death release in your life, I'd personally grab this. You got the other stuff too, you know, the classics. I'm not taking anything away from them; they're awesome as well. But it is what it is. That's how I look at it. So, Napalm Death, Death by Manipulation, one of the best EP compilations ever thrown together, alongside probably Arsuk's discography disc. Fantastic as well. So, until then, keep it extreme, keep it underground, keep it however you want to bloody keep it. Just keep it. Keep it.